This is Granada Reports. Good evening, welcome to the programme.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here in a church on Merseyside as a vicar tries to tempt more people into getting married in churches. But is it what people really want?
We do.
And getting married in church is our talking point tonight. Is it better to wed in church, or doesn't it matter as long as you're in love?
Yeah, if you didn't get married in church, tell us why you decided against it. Send us your views by text or email and we'll read out as many as we can at the end of tonight's programme.
To come.
Yes, I'll be there. Sorry. The vicar who wants more of us to get married in church. But what do you think?
Talking point tonight then, and we're always hearing about the weird and wonderful places for getting married. You don't have to go to a church or register office anymore. You can get married at stately homes, top of Blackpool Tower, even your favourite football ground.
But one vicar on Merseyside wants more couples thinking of tying the knot to get married in church. The Reverend Alan Jules says the religious experience will be good for them and make their marriage more special. We're looking for your views on this one. We've had quite a few in already, and we'll tell you how to get in touch in just a moment. But first, from Halewood, here's Mark Tattersall.
If you're more than 10 minutes late, he and I will be in the pub.
Rehearsing for the biggest day of their lives. But in Halewood, like the rest of the region, more and more people seem to be ignoring the church when it comes to a holy union.
The world we live in is very sort of consumer-led, it's very individualistic, and the people who are setting the agenda for weddings are quite often celebrities and celebrity magazines. There are certain things that we can't compete on. I mean, if you want to get married on a beach in the Caribbean, then, you know, good luck to you.
Traditionally, getting married in a church has always been expensive, but the Reverend here says the way to get more people walking down the aisle is to alter their perceptions.
Colin and Laura are a couple that seem to buck the trend in Halewood. For an increasing amount of people, it seems, reasons to get married in a place like this are pew.
To me, being married in a church is important. We just wanted to be married, so expense was sort of go and see my dad.
Well, I didn't give it much thought at the start, but I'm happy with what Laura wants to go with, and it's a lovely church here.
So why does a church wedding no longer appeal?
I think it's more like sunshine and good weather and all that. I think people want to be in a nice place when they get married. I mean, if you want to stay at home, get in the church, I mean, it could be rain and things like that, couldn't it?
I got married in church and I felt that was right for me. But a lot of youngsters, they haven't got the same values anymore.
Registry office, church, town hall, totally indifferent to it.
With so many options open to couples from the top of the tower to the top of a plane, it's perhaps little wonder why some choose to tie their knot in their own way. Meanwhile, the Reverend here wants to make sure that church weddings aren't consigned to the graveyard. Mark Tattersall, Granada Reports, Halewood.
Yes, indeed. We apologise for the puns in that. Do you agree that getting married in church is best? If so, why? Or does it not matter where you marry, as long as you're in love?
And if you didn't get married in church, what was it like for you? Did you feel it was any less special? Your emails, please, to granada.reports@itv.com.
Yeah, we've had absolutely loads already. Please send us some texts as well. Start with the word Granada, then your message to 63332. Please say who you are, where you're from, and we'll read out as many as we can at the end of tonight's programme. What do you lot think? Colin in Liverpool thinks this. I got married in the Imperial Hotel in Llandudno. It was the best thing that happened to me, and we had a fabulous day. It was as good as a church.
Alan from Chorley says it doesn't matter where you get married, as long as you marry the right person. Always helps.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? A serious one here, I think it's from John. As a Christian who got married in a church, I would prefer it if people who didn't have Christian faith didn't get married in church. What is the point of making promises to God if he means nothing to you?
Timmy from Heaton Mersey says, married in church. I didn't even get married in trousers. I was dressed as a Maasai warrior in full tribal dress in Kenya. Had a great time. P.S. He still loves his Debs. There are romantics out there.
Good work. Bev from Failsworth, we went to Gretna Green. Lovely. And it was fab. We took 30 people and had 2 pipers for the price of 1. Bargain, Bev, bargain.
Kevin from Preston says, I got married in church and I feel I was married correctly. You can't get the same surroundings anywhere else.
Stephen Darwin, doesn't matter as long as you love each other. Plus, there are lovely places out there to get married now anyway. Thank you for that, Steve.
Malcolm Cameron from Warrington says he got married 36 years ago. They were married in a registry office, had a drink in the pub afterwards, and it made no difference where they were married. Anyway, apparently his missus has said no one else would ever have had him.
Harsh. Pat from Cheshire, it shouldn't matter where you marry, it's keeping your vows that count.
Steph says, I'd love to get married in church, but it costs too much.
And it doesn't matter where you get married as long as you're in love, says Natalie. I got married in a hotel and it was fantastic. Thank you very much for all of those. Have yourselves a great weekend. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.